Alright, hello again, welcome back to another little video of Hokko Life. This is kind of a little follow-up to the shorter video I did earlier last week, or this week, whenever I get around to releasing this video. Just for posterity's sake, this is the 29th of May, so we're still in early access. The game still isn't out for another few days. There has been a big patch in the time between when I did the last video and this video. Words are hard. Things may look a little different. My character may look a little different. The outside town is going to look different. We actually have different villages now because there was an incident. There was an incident. So we actually ran into an interesting problem. So the game-breaking bug I ran into in the previous video was that I went into a building, and upon leaving that building, everything disappeared. And I mean everything, like flowers, trees, the environment, houses, any buildings that weren't the inn or the shop were just gone. And that's why I did the second playthrough, which is the one I recorded in the previous video, and everything was fine there, no problems at all. Until I went to boot it up to do this video. Attempt number 1 was yesterday to do this video. When I left the inn, the entire screen went black, and the game just... That was the end of it. Just completely froze. So, that was because of the patch. The patch which, ironically, fixed the first bug I had, then created a second bug, which is going to happen. Luckily, I'd still only played an hour of the game. It wasn't that big a deal, so I just went back this morning and... played through to the to this part again. So we're still on the same day that we left off. Still got our lovely planters. We still have our benches. We actually have 2 benches this time, so we're 1 up from last time. Rosa is building the real estate office. We do have different villages. What time is it? It is 9:40 in the morning. We now have completely different villages. We have as far as I remember, a purple elephant called Nico. Nico the purple elephant. You can see him down there. And we also have Tula, who is a goat? Or a cow of some variety? I think she's a cow. That looks like a cow, right? I think. So yeah, we now have... different villages, again. There are, I think, a total of 24 different villages. So that's pretty pleasant. So yeah, we're just going to play for like half an hour or so. This is going to be more of a live gameplay. The video I did earlier in the week was scripted, as you can probably tell from my eyes darting around and looking at all sorts on the screen. So this is more a Let's Play style video, which I, to be honest, am much more comfortable with. It's something I like doing a lot more than scripted stuff. The reason I did script the last video was because I didn't want to miss any features out. I wanted to make sure that I was getting in all the important information. So, now that that stuff's over with, we can just relax and just play a little bit of Hokko Life. So we're going to do some fishing, and then we're going to look and see what tasks need doing. Fish, please. You're killing me here. This is Animal Crossing all over again. Fish.
5 minutes later.
Come on, look at it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, look at it. It's good. There you go. So yeah, I'm still enjoying the game. I am enjoying the game. The bugs we've had have been... If I was streaming the game, I'd be a lot more annoyed about the bugs. Well, not annoyed, because, you understand that stuff like this is going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that when a game is not even released yet. And it's been worked on by essentially one developer as well. So you can't be annoyed about bugs. If I was streaming, it would be a lot more frustrating, for sure. Just because, you don't want to have to start over a game in the middle of the stream. But video-wise, it's fine. Like, I didn't make a lot of progress, really. So, it's not all bad. I mean, I get to play the beginning of just a very pleasant game over again. So, it's really not a bad thing, to be honest. Oh, the planters! I was just like, what did he ask me to do? And then I realised the planters, right. That is what I did. Yes, I did do that, Moss, and I did not forget. Now that I'm looking at Moss, maybe Toller is Maybe taller as a giraffe, actually. They did look a little bit like moss. Interesting. Oh! Oh, I had something they needed help with. Said you wouldn't mind lending a hand? That is what I'm here for. Can I sell you this fish? I apparently can't sell you this fish. I'll be back, though. I'll be back, and you're going to take that fish. Please. It's stinking up my backpack. Oh, man. Right. Hello, Oma. Oh. You got a minute to help. Yup. I love how simple the dialogue options are. They're literally like one word, a lot of them. For example, I don't remember if I showed that part in the other video, but basically when Sally wanted me to make benches for her, or when we needed benches, I just ran up to her and just yelled benches, to which she said, "You need benches to decorate the town centre. I bet Moss asked you." And I'm like, yes, you are telepathic. That is what I needed from just yelling the word benches. Yeah. Love it. Can do. Right. Speaking of Sally, we are going to go and take Oma's broken stool over and get it fixed. You'll also notice, sadly, I lost my fancy t-shirt that I had, but I did gain rubber boots. So I feel like it's a win-win. Well, maybe not a win-win. I mean, I did lose quite a nice tie-dye shirt, but the boots are a hit. Hey, man. What does kind of... I described this in the other video where I said that the animals had kind of mascot-like qualities. This is what I meant. The fact that they have... Oh, thank you, lamppost. You do gotta live loud. The fact that they have animal heads but human bodies kind of freaks me out a little bit, but I feel like I can get over it. It's quite adorable. I can live with it. The elephants do look a little bit weird, I will say. There you go. There you go. Especially Nico, because they've got a very gangly body, but a big elephant head. So there you go. I feel like the art style kind of looks a little bit more odd than, say, Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing has much more, like, chibi kind of characters. Like, they're a lot smaller, they're a lot less humanoid-shaped. So I guess maybe that's why they look a little bit strange. To me, anyway, in Hokko Life, because they're a lot longer, you know? They're a lot taller. Fix stool! I appreciate that since the last patch, every dialogue option has been in capitals. So I'm just shouting at people. This poor little thing's seen better days. It's very personal. Hey! You want to have a go fixing? Yes, I would love to. Still using a controller, by the way, as you can tell by that emphatic button pressing. With all the papers and mess. Oh, this is the designing stuff. So I went and had a look at this in the previous game that I played of this, and Sally told me off because I was apparently too early to it. So I guess we're going to unlock designing now. Ain't much needing doing to that there stool, really. Just need to remove the broken leg, and then add a new leg. Oh, thank you. I did actually need some wood, because I already used all my logs on making a fishing rod. Thank you, Sally. Right, so, choose from backpack. Oh, this is cool, actually. So you can just put furniture from your backpack into it. Okay, so there's our stool. Got a maximum size. It needs 8 tall pieces. It needs 0 broken legs. Don't we all? Okay, so don't want to resize. I have an error code at the top left, but I'm not going to worry about it. Ah, here we go. Right, so there's the broken legs. So we left bumper to get rid of that. And then we Y to add a new piece. I am understanding. So then we have a new leg. So can I? It might. You know what? It's probably going to be easier to use mouse and keyboard for this, seeing as obviously this is still in beta. So probably easier if I just use mouse and keyboard. I think it'll behave a bit better there. So I would also like to move my camera. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So there's our leg. So that's obviously a little bit too big. So if we just shrink that down a little bit. Ooh, man. Ooh, maybe not. Design does have problems. Don't you worry. I am well aware of that. move it up. And that looks, I mean, it's, you know, it's not perfect. I've got to say my carpentry skills are lacking in some regards, but that's okay. We can rotate. So we want to rotate this way. Oh, there, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, that's actually really intuitive. It's very nice, actually. So now we, oh, that looks good to me, actually. Well, I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but, you know, what's really perfect in this world? So, that looks stable to me. Stool. It is no longer a broken stool. It is a stool. Save that. Got a stool. Awesome. So, actually, I will just quickly talk to Sally, make sure that I've done everything correctly. Lovely job. I just needed the compliments, really. It just makes me feel better about myself. Come back later. I want to talk design stuff with you. Excellent. I'm into it. Right, let's go give this stool back to Oma then. Okay, so made it back to the inn. Nice and safe. I have the stool. How did it go? Here you go. I almost gave you my shoes. That would have been weird. This is fantastic. Honestly, once she started with, ah, well, I was ready for her to just go, this sucks. Take it away. Now I don't have to stand up while I'm cooking. Oh, isn't that the dream? Isn't that the dream? Just sitting and cooking? Amazing. We can only wish that we were that blessed. Right, ooh. 12:50. It's looking very lovely and bright out here. This is very pleasant. So, let's go back to Sally and see what design stuff she's got going on. Hey, how you doing, Nico? Looking sharp. I'm liking the checkerboard. He's got a very Scar look to him. Hello. Oh, like the fixed stool. Well, it's got working legs, so that's good. So, I was thinking, such an amazing job on fixing that stool up, I thought maybe you want to come by now and again and make your own designs. Yes, please. I would love to. Usually pretty nervous about letting other people in here, let alone using my tools. But you did a great job, and I reckon I can trust you. Well, that's nice. That's good. Really hope that's not a euphemism. Anyways. Silence. Yeah, so I figured I'd get you started with the basics. I feel like every character in this game has some sort of like mild anxiety about socializing, which I understand. I absolutely understand that. That reminds me, just speaking of anxious and kind of down-sounding people, we met Benny the rabbit again, so maybe that's not randomized. Because all... How many times have we done that bit? I think just twice, actually, but it seemed kind of weird that we got Benny both times in the inn when I went downstairs on the third day. Benny was just hanging out in the inn. So we are going to have Benny again once we build a new house. So now we have blueprints and a set of rules you'll need to follow. Chair needs to be sit-onable. Understandable. Yep. That kind of thing. Gimme. Unlocked small object. Hells yeah. Staying, there's a bunch of different shaped pieces or like bits you can use. It's these pieces you build and design stuff out of. There's long pieces, short pieces, squishy, cushiony pieces. All the pieces. Start you off with the basics. That's good. Don't want you drowning in pieces. No, you do not. I am ready. Gimme bits! God, is this a Twitch stream again? Good lord. Lovely pieces. Excellent. So I don't know if they're like... Oh, okay. So I'm assuming we'll end up buying pieces or making pieces. Oh, okay. So we just need to make wooden planks. And that comes out as a piece. Get some super fancy pieces that require a bunch of different materials, but that's for another day. I am still here. I'm with you. That was a lot of information, to be honest, but I feel like it's simple enough that my tiny brain can handle it. Craft planks, use them in your designs. You're a smart looking one. I reckon you'll figure the rest out. Well, joke's on you. I'm dumb. A whole ton of different blueprints, crafting recipes and stuff tucked away in this workshop. Come by when you want to spread your wings. Awesome. Okay, so... Cool. Cool. Sorry to like hit you with all the information. This is the kind of apology that I need in some video games. You know when you play a game and it gives you like a 15-minute cutscene that's just info dump? You need a lovely dog in a workshop outfit afterwards to just be like, sorry. It happens. Can't wait. Anyway, I'll let you go. Awesome. Okay, so we have wooden planks. We can make one more wooden plank. I mean, how much are we really needing? What kind of blueprints we got? Just small object. Just design anything. Okay. I'll make a table of some variety, I suppose. We will need more wood, I'm assuming. So we'll go chop some trees. We've also planted all of our flowers. I did buy a pickaxe as well, so we can get stone now. You know what? Let me test that, because I'm not sure how the stone works in this game. Is it like Animal Crossing? Do you just break a certain amount of it, and then it comes back the next day? Or, whoop, well, I hope it comes back. You'd better hope it comes back, because that is gone. I also can't pick up this for some reason. I'm sure we'll... I had that problem earlier with some wood and I just needed to go into a building and back out again, so I'm sure we can figure that out. Do some chopping. Oh, there's a little bit of stone there as well. Can I... just don't mind me. Just trying to pick up the stuff that I've missed. I feel like I'm also carrying some conifer seeds so we can replant these trees. Be all good for the environment and so on and so forth. Grab all this. Still can't grab that. That's going to annoy me. It's going to annoy me. I'm sure I can fix it by going into a building, but for now it's just going to bother me, you know? For now it's just going to be there. Like a bad smell. I'm coming back for you, coal. I'm assuming that's coal. Gotta be honest, I'm pretty bad at reading today, so yeah, it could be anything. There we go. All fixed. Cool, so it is that easy at least. At least I know that if that problem occurs, all I have to do is go into a building and back out again, and I can do it that way. Right, that should be enough to make ourselves a little table. Maybe I can put this in the house that I don't own. That'll be cool. Oh, we can use just, like, logs themselves as well. That's very interesting. Okay, well, why don't we make a log table, you know? Or like a stool or something. I feel like that would be pretty nice. So we'll pop you there. I'm liking... This is a really nice system, actually. Because it works just like if anyone's ever used a program like Blender or something, where you can move objects, it just gives you like the axes for them. Or you can just move the whole thing if you want. That's pretty nice. Cool. So, got our log. Let's add in... let's give it a nice... what we've made... Well, essentially what we're working on here is... I don't know, it looks like a bar stool or something. I wonder if there's any, like, snapping tools. Like, if we can just snap it onto another object, perhaps. Or does it kind of just sucks into it, doesn't it? I mean... is that sittable? I feel like it needs a bit more. Maybe we give it like some sort of base, like this. This is not. I would like to get through this reasonably quickly, because this is such a small part of whatever we're doing right now. But it's not even straight. Like it doesn't even match up. There we go. And what we've made there is, I don't know, art. You know, what we've made is art. So I'm gonna call that log table question mark. We can't have a question mark. I will write question mark. Log table question mark. Looks great. I'm glad that someone thinks so. There we go. All done. Sally, look what I made. It's garbage. Oh, we can buy stuff from you as well? Okay, cool. So that's where you get blueprints. Oh my god, look at all this. We can make fabric, we can make cushions, glass, paint, bronze, steel. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's so much to this that I've barely even scratched the surface of this. There's stone walls, lanterns, wallpaper of all sorts. These are the new fancy pieces. Text seems to be slightly dying. on the top right there. I'm assuming that that text there that's all fuzzy is just describing what things are. I mean, we can pretty much guess from the pictures. We've got doorknobs and fittings and light bulbs, statues. There is a lot we can do, actually. Different brushes as well. So essentially what I'm trying to say is the crafting system is pretty deep. And that's very pleasant. We can even make a refined diamond. That's one for the future. Yeah, I mean there's a lot apparently. So what can I do with this? Whatever this. I appreciate that it's floating. I do appreciate that it's floating. That is clearly something that I've done wrong. I mean, really, it's just a piece of modern art. Anyways, let's just put that in my backpack and forget that that monstrosity exists. Hello, neighbours. Just having a chat. What's up? Whoa. Soaking up the chill vibes of this place. You and me are going to get along great, Nico. We're going to get along very well. What do we do now? I guess it would be a good idea. Actually, before we go talk to Moss. Moss, can I interest you in a log table thing? Apparently I can. How much will that sell for? 9 coins. Yes. Let me just... I'm not going to make Moss suffer through my monstrosity creation. But yeah, he's got a lot of nice stuff to buy. I'm hoping that, you know, this stuff will come back into stock the more we play. Because I really want a drum kit. Sadly, I cannot afford it. That would be very nice, though. One day, when I've got my own house in this game, I'm buying a drum set. So I think for now, we're looking okay. I think we might take a little nap and pass forward time until the next day, and hopefully Rosa's real estate office will be built. I wonder why this is floating. Log table question mark. I don't know. That's a problem for tomorrow, Zion. Oh dear. Right, Saturday, our first weekend in Hokko. Lovely. Hello. They've definitely added a lot of just like little things in the patch that came out yesterday. Because Oma did not used to say hello to you in the morning, which feels kind of rude. But I guess was just an oversight. I do want to go down here and show you this little area. It was kind of dark in the first video. But you see all these bushes and stuff at the bottom of the screen here? Those were not there in the first video. That was just entirely a graphics glitch. And it looked like this bridge and everything was just floating rather than being sat on any ground. So it's nice to see that that's been fixed. It's very nice. I don't remember the shop having a sign on the top before. Maybe it always did. Hi, Moss. Tell me about growing stuff. Let's learn. All you really need is a shovel and some seeds. You got a shovel equipped, you can dig holes for new plants to grow in. Makes sense. Oh. You make a nice little hole in the ground. So we're learning. I feel like he's repeating the same thing. But there you go. So that just confirms that we don't need a watering can or anything, which is kind of nice. You can replant flowers, just stand in front of a flower and interact with the plants, so you can just move them around. I did do that in the other video because I ballsed up and accidentally dug up one of the plants that I planted. But luckily, you can just put it somewhere else. That does help. Thank you. So yeah, once again, things have changed. You are selling a loaf of bread. Sounds like a bargain to me, to be honest. I may have to come back for that. How far away from a backpack upgrade are we? Ooh! A fair amount. At least 400 and something. Oh dear. Right, so I'm not really sure what he's doing today. Does seem very early in the day. So this was not really a problem, but it is a little bit... yeah, I mean, it's not an issue because you can just take a nap. But sometimes I feel like your character wakes up too early in the day. And depending on your neighbours and their personalities, they might wake up later. So sometimes you kind of just need to wait around a bit until about 10:30, 11ish. Oh, and there you go. And then they'll start doing their things. Do dogs from different places have different accents when they bark? That is a shower thought right there, and I love it. I'm here for it. How many rare butterfly species live in this area? So, actually, can we afford a... You know, one of them bug catcher things. Oh man, that's a lot pricier than I thought it was going to be. That is daylight robbery, my friend. I'm going to move your pedal bin just out of spite. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you, Moss. I like you too much. I like you too much. I think Tola's a cow. Welcome to episode 2 of Hokko Life, where we just try and figure out what animal our neighbours are. Definitely looks a bit cow-like to me. She looks maybe... Well, they look too short to be a giraffe, perhaps. Like Moss. Right, let's see if Sally needs anything. I'm not really sure on the amount of like quests and things in this game, to be honest. Oh, we found Darius again, though. Hey, buddy. Well, hello there. New fish! Oh! Oh! Reward? Question mark? Oh, okay, so that's good. So he will just give you some money. So I think the end goal of this video, because I want to start wrapping it up. I don't want this to be much longer than half an hour, if that. So I think what we will do is we will take a little sleepy sleep, or we'll take a couple of sleeps, and see if anyone new pops up in the inn. And if not, we shall skip forward to tomorrow, and hopefully by then the real estate office will be done. I want to have a look at that before we call it quits on this one. Nope, looks quiet to me. Back to sleep. This is the perfect life. I just want to live in the top floor of a cozy Japanese style inn and just sleep for like 2 hours at a time. Oh dear, right. We'll take a nap until tomorrow and see how that office is getting on. I'm hoping that we don't need to skip forward another day. Hello, good morning. Still not done. Okay. Ooh, wow, the weather has really taken a turn for the worse. The problem is I don't want to just skip through a load of days because I'm worried I'm going to be missing missions and things. So, Oma doesn't have anything. I feel like we're not going to miss too much, right? It's famous last words before everything goes horribly wrong. But like I said, we do want to see that lovely real estate office. Maybe have a chat about a house. Wow, I made it so far down the stairs that the game didn't register it. That was impressive. So you can move during loading screens, apparently. Hey, there we go. That's not what I expected that building to look like. That's not what I expected at all, but it's quite lovely. I do appreciate it. You got a nice little round office here. Wow, that's much bigger on the inside. Okay. Well, that is impressive, Rosa. That is very impressive. I'm going to sit down. Can we talk about this? I feel like we can talk about this. Welcome. Thank you so much for letting me set up shop here. I mean, it's impressive what you've done. I don't know how you've done this, but sure. Okay, here's where you can purchase new roof and wall patterns for homes in town. Swap out the roof and wall by interacting with the site. That's nice. So you can make the villagers' houses look different and make sure that they absolutely hate it. I'm just kidding. I would never do that to the lovely Nico or Tola. If you'd like me to start building preparations for a new home, please come and speak to me. And with the introductions out of the way, all that's left is for me to wish you a very pleasant day. It's more than I get from some people, Rosa. So, new house. Okay, so that's really cheap. I'm not gonna lie. 400 coins. Oh, hold on. We can make a bigger one. Oh, that's really nice, actually. So there's a lot of different designs for them. It's nice. So, okay, cool. Well, I guess that one looks nice. That looks good to me. The roof could probably do with a little cleaning up, but it's understandable. So, I guess that's what I'll be doing next time I play this. Awesome. Okay, lovely. Got a nice little colour wall. That looks really fun to just spin those bricks around. I'd love to do that. Awesome. So that's the real estate office. Very, very nice. So I guess next time I play this, I will be getting myself a house. Or we can build a house for Benny. I feel like Benny needs a little house. That'd be nice. And that's where we will finish that up. So, thank you very much for watching again. This has been another little early glimpse at Hokko Life, which, again, By the time I edit this, should probably be out. We're only about 3 days away by now. So yeah, make sure to give it a look if you are interested. It is very cozy. It's a little frustrating sometimes when you kind of run out of things to do on a certain day and you have to take a long nap and skip forward a little bit to really get your teeth into something. But I feel like I've barely scratched the surface, especially now looking at the crafting thing that's available. Because there was a lot in there. there was a lot. That crafting system's really nice, actually. I think once people get used to it and once the game's released, people will make some really crazy stuff in it, which is cool. I did see, I would love to remember their username. It was someone in the Hokko Life Discord, but they made a beautiful bed out of logs and branches. And stuff like that is really, really, really nice. So yeah, hopefully once I get to grips with that, I'll be able to make something that doesn't look like this. Truly, I'm ahead of my time. What time that is, I don't know. But have yourselves a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you fancy. And I will see you next time. Or over on Twitch in a stream. Bye-bye.